Hi everyone, welcome to a very special Mama Elephant release. We are back from summer vacation and we are here to celebrate Mama Elephant's 10th anniversary. The September 15th release is the biggest release of the year for Mama Elephant, and it is jam-packed with holiday cheer. Here's a look at the schedule as we kick off the introductions with Oh Friendship Tree and Nicholas Cover. I really love Oh Friendship Tree. Mama Elephant makes trees every year with a pile of critters, and usually they are the same critter, but this one has all different kinds, and I love them all. And I think my favorite, I have a lot of favorite Mama Elephant critters, but I really love the chicks and the penguins. The stamp set also comes with 4 different critters: a kangaroo, hamster, fox, and a reindeer that you can also use, and different little tiny accessories to help build your scene. Here's a look at the coordinating dies for Oh Friendship Tree, and then we have Nicholas Cover. It's a great cover die. I love all the detailing on the sides. Also comes with an ornament that you can make a shaker card with or use stand alone. I thought I would color in the largest images first. I was so excited to see this. I love that there are different critters on it. Usually the tree stamps, the clustered tree stamps, are one critter. But this one has all different kinds, so you get the opportunity to color different Mama Elephant critters and see how you like them. I really love the penguins and the chicks. I'm not sure why, but those are my favorites. Usually I like to have a plan of attack when I'm coloring in like a larger image like this. And so my plan was I would just color in whatever I felt like coloring because I knew what colors to use. So I'm kind of jumping around here and kind of figuring it out and trying to make sure I'm using different shades of brown so the tree wouldn't be have like an area where it's all brown or all gray. So I just kind of skipped around, and if I knew what color to use, I went ahead and used it. I'll put the Copic Marker Colors I use down below, but I decided to start off with the top one, which could be a sloth or a Yeti, and since this is a holiday card, I decided to color it Yeti style. That's why he's like an ice blue. For the kangaroo, I did like a cool tone brown with the E40s, I believe. For the koala, I did the neutral grays. I'm using some YRs for the chick and the kitty. And for the llama, I'm using E50 and E51. Since I was skipping around and not going in order, I was just also paying close attention to what I was coloring. I didn't want to overcolor like a body part that didn't belong to the critter that I was coloring. So I'm also doing that too. I love all of the detail on this stamp set. There's like different there's like bells and presents and a snow globe. So there's all kinds of, holiday activity going on here. Also, I wanted to make sure that I was using a variety of colors, and then I was also using colors that were realistic for the critter that I was coloring. I cannot believe that it is holiday season is approaching, and we're starting to make our cards, starting to get presents, starting to prepare for the holidays. It's so crazy to think about because it is so hot right now where I live. I'm in Southern California and in particular where I live, it is hot and humid, and the humidity, my friends, it is crazy. It like makes the heat even worse when it's humid. It is like a sauna. So it is so hard to fathom that the holidays are just around the corner when it's so hot right now. But I am happy to be back to crafting. My coloring is a little rough. right now because I hadn't colored for quite some time. But it's so fun to get back into it and start making projects and being creative. I love it so much. I love making holiday cards. I love all the colors. I love all the themes. I like how over the top you can be with it because it's the holidays. I'm doing some heavy blush on the cheeks of the critters. I feel like I always do that because I feel like it kind of gives them a little life. Because, when you color something like all brown or all gray, I feel like you need to add like a fun color in there. So I try to do that with the cheeks and make the blush as big as possible. Also, I'm starting to take a look at the different things that the critters are holding. So there's a lot of stars and green and red. So I wanted to go with green and red, just like the traditional colors, to color in all the cards and the envelopes and the presents. And there's like little birds too. It's so cute. I love this little wreath near the penguin. But I'm starting to color in the accessories as I see them. I colored all the things that were yellow all at once to kind of speed it up. And then anything that was that I thought would be red, I went ahead and did all that all at once. So it's funny, this image, like you think, oh my gosh, there's so much to color, but then there's a point you reach where, oh my goodness, I'm almost done, and it's so satisfying to finish it. There's a little toucan in there, and I was so mad at myself because I wanted to leave his eye area white, but I think I just went too fast, so I colored it orange, but it's okay. I just left it. We were already in deep with the coloring, so I wasn't going to do it over again. I feel like the older I get, the more forgiving I am with, my projects. Like when I first started crafting, like I could not like have one mistake and I would do it all over again. But now I just keep going and just fix it and just make it work or just leave it. So I just have gotten so relaxed with crafting because I like the process of it. I also like the finished project, but I kind of just like creating along the way. And, if I make little boo-boos here and there, it's not a big deal. But it used to be. So you can decide to color these critters whatever color that you like. Sometimes I just like to color images like a wacky color just because. But for this one, I really tried to color them what they're supposed to, like they're coloring in nature. But I think it would also be really fun to make this like crazy colors if you liked. Also included with the stamp set are these 4 different critters too, standalone, and I think that's a really good value. I decided to make 2 cards today with this stamp set using the larger tree image, the main image, and then I also wanted to make a card just with these separate critters. Just because that it's totally enough to use these 4 on a card and it looks really good. I also really like how they kind of have their own theme going. They have all of these coffee and chocolate drinks, and I love it so much. I love coffee. So by the time I colored in the big tree image, the coloring these 4 images was a piece of cake because I almost had practice and I was getting into the swing of things, and so these 4 were just cake to color. I love all these tiny little images too because you could definitely use them with your non-holiday stamps, and you could make it a holiday theme just by adding that little candy cane or that little wreath or that little hat with the holly. I think there's some presents and different hats for the holiday. So I really like those little stamps too. I didn't need it for the card that I made today, but that's something I would definitely do. Here's a look at Nicola's cover. It cuts out that great border, and when you cut out the border, it has that inside piece. I just wanted to cut it out in a different color so you could see the difference. Also comes with an ornament piece, which you can make a shaker card, or you can use standalone without making a shaker card. I just did it standalone for this card today. Also comes with some embellishment for the ornament. This extra piece here that you use to make the shaker outside, you would cut it together with that big piece to create the window. And it also has some toppers that you can layer for the ring and then for the ornament cover. So we're going to start putting the two cards together. For this first card, I'm going to lay down just a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 paper, and then I'll be adhering in white the Nicola's border, and I've cut it out twice, and I'm using the blue inside on that. And the reason why I'm putting the inside piece is so that card front is an even playing field, so when I adhere my images down, everything will be nice and even. I love these 4 little extra images that you get with the stamp set. I think they're so great. I think you could just use it alone on a card like I did here. I think they all match. I love their little drinks. I think they're so, so cute. I love anything with a coffee theme. So I'm going to use the sentiment from the stamp set, and I will just put it above the critters. I'm just going to stamp it out in black in Versa Fine Onyx black ink. And then now, just for a little embellishment on the top, I wanted to see what this ornament looked like. So I've cut it out in red, and then the pieces I'm using are the ornament cover, and that little lace piece that goes around. And I'm just going to use that as the focal point. And that card front is done. I loved how it turned out. For the next card, we're going to use that big tree image. So I have my card front there in white. I'm going to do a blue Nicola's cover border and then a white inside. And again, I'm putting in the white the inside piece so everything's on an even playing field as far as the paper. So when you adhere stuff, there's no part that's uneven because it's on like the top layer. So I'm going to adhere that tree image. I loved how it turned out. I did stamp out the sentiment at the top this time instead of the middle. And then I thought these cards needed just a little bit more. So I love using stars on my cards. I just love it. I love drawing them. I like using them. This is one of my favorite older Mama Elephant creative cuts. It's the lots of stars, but there's a lot of creative cuts that have stars in them that you can use. I like all of them. Like some of them are cute and fat, some are bigger, some are tinier. I like using all of them. This one was handy, so I just grabbed it. So I just added 3 little stars in the border color on each of the cards just to add a little bit of embellishment, and then now I'm mounting it on a card base. My goal is to send all the cards that I make to friends and family, so I'm trying to make them extra nice because I will be sending them out. And that is it. I'm calling these cards done. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day. Stay safe, happy crafting, and stay cool. Bye, guys.